Hello, this is the Ramblings of an Undisciplined Mind podcast for Tuesday, October 4th, 2016. Today is my Wednesday because tomorrow is my last day of work. And it's looking like it's going to be a busy one. Kind of that, last minute, got to dot all the I's and cross all the T's nonsense. So what I thought I'd talk about today is I recently saw the first teaser trailer for Pirates of the Caribbean Dead Man's Chest, I think is what this one's subtitled. The fifth installment of the movie. Now, a careful perusal of IMDb reveals things that I knew. Some of the things I knew. Johnny Depp is back. Jeffrey Rush is back. He plays Barbossa, probably my favorite character in this series. The guy who plays Gibbs, whose name I forget, Orlando Bloom is back. So we've got, of the main characters, we've got pretty much all of them except for Keira Knightley, of the original ones. She does not appear to be in this one, and I believe I had heard that before. And so then we enter this trailer. And, as we've come to expect from these movies, the production values are just awesome. It looks great. So you start off, you got one or more ships that are apparently English ships, and they are sailing ever so slowly into a cave. And in that cave there is another ship with some sort of crew. It's almost a scene that looks kind of like, if you remember the scene in Goonies when they walk into the cave and there's this big ship. It almost looks like that, but only much more ominous and darker lit. And you get this brief glimpse of creatures of some kind walking across this water that's supposed to be shallow, I guess, from the dark ship to the English ship, and then of course hands start grabbing the English sailors out of the dark, and all this. And then you've got this character going across the deck of the ship, and he's got a sword, and he's cutting them, and you're seeing him from behind, and he's got long hair, and his hair is flowing as if he was underwater. I mean, he's not, but that's how they got the hair moving, as if it's underwater. It's got that kind of look to it. And at one point they got a real quick close up of his coat, which I think is also kind of looking like it's moving underwater, or whatever. And he walks down, and he's walking toward the door to get down into the belly of the ship. And then you cut to this younger man who's in a cell there, and he's watching this guy clomp his way down the steps. He's got a bit of a limp. He's kind of pale, and he's got like black. His gums are black, and he's got lines of liquid going down his face that are black, and he doesn't look good. And he's got henchmen with him, and he picks up a flyer that's for Jack Sparrow, and he asks the guy in the cell, "Do you know Jack Sparrow?" And the guy says, "Only by name." And then all of a sudden, this strange character is inside the cell. He's gone through the bars. They don't show him going through bars. He's just inside the cell. And he's like, "Would you deliver a message to Jack Sparrow for me? Tell him that Captain Salazar says death is coming. Please?" And he says, "Please." And that's kind of where they leave it. And they show the whole, skull and crossbones thing. So it's kind of an interesting trailer. All those stars I mentioned at the beginning, 0 of them are in this trailer. I guess that's why it's a teaser trailer, in that none of them are in it. There is, so this Captain Salazar character is presumably going to be the bad guy, and the way he says "please," I thought to myself, I know that voice, and I looked it up, and it is, and I totally blank on his name, but it is the guy that played the main antagonist in Skyfall. Silva, I believe, was that character's name. And that guy's, he's just got a really quirky way of delivering lines, and I really enjoy him, so I'm going to be looking forward to seeing what he does. I will say that when I watched it the first time, I've watched it twice now, when I watched it the first time, and I saw the flowy, wavy hair thing, and I'm just like, another undersea? We've already had Davy Jones, and with Orlando Bloom back, we've got the new Davy Jones, even though he isn't called Davy Jones, but the new captain of the Flying Dutchman that is involved. So it's like, how many undersea menaces do we really need to have in this thing? And I don't know. I'm hoping it's going to be really good. I'm afraid that maybe they're trying to tread too much on the same notes from the previous movies. I get it. I've written a sequel. When you're doing a sequel, you want to hit the notes that seem to work or that you enjoyed the first time. But this is the 5th movie, and there comes a point where if you're continually trying to hit these notes that made the first one or the first couple successful, then you're just kind of, you're not just trying to hit the same beats, you're really kind of copying yourself. And I guess I'm kind of fearful that they're getting to be, there's a potential at least, for the movies getting to be a little self-referential. That's not to say that I won't enjoy them, and I'll definitely go see it. But it could hinder the story. It could make it not as good of a movie as it would be otherwise. So that's kind of my one thing. In a minute and a half teaser trailer, there were elements of the bit of the creatures coming across the water toward the British ship, reminding me of in the very first one, where they did the same thing by walking underwater, and then of course the whole walking into the cell. I mean, we had the same thing happen with Davy Jones. Plus, now some sort of an undead threat against Jack Sparrow. I mean, that's also sounding like Davy Jones. Now, I don't know if these are just supposed to be like animated dead. There was one of the guys where his face basically stopped, or his head basically stopped, like I think it was right below the nose. So you could only see like his mouth and a little bit above that, and the rest of it was just gone. Now, you were looking at him straight on, so there was really no gore, and they're all kind of pale with this black, liquidy stuff that I guess is supposed to be necrotic rot or something. So yeah, I don't know. It's just like, wow, I'm seeing, now maybe they picked the elements that are referential just for the teaser trailer to hook you. Hopefully that's it. I guess we will see. I'll be looking forward to some of the later trailers where we get to see some details about the plot and all those things. Teaser trailers are fine, but they're just a tease, and ultimately they're meant to leave you wanting more, and I do. So kapla! They were successful. Anyway, that's all I had to talk about today. I will be back tomorrow. I will be talking to you then. So, be seeing you.